to stop the video right there. This one is Angelina Jordan singing How Great Thou Art. Most of you probably have heard it before. It's amazing what Angelina does in this video. And this one has a little bit of a lead in. Let me just read this to you. This is from the videos. I went to a site that has all listings of all the Angelina songs. This one was the first one of two. Okay, I suspect the other one is the one he talks about in here is from Grandma Mary's Angelina Jordan Mosarz site, which I have seen before. This one is from Yozhik and Tumane, or V Tumane. They do some interesting work, pretty good stuff. And let me just read this to you. It says, the recording of Angelina singing How Great Thou Art was originally published on the Mosarz channel in late December 2019 with a Happy New Year greeting from Angelina. My video has, with some interruptions, been in the making excuse me, going too fast. Ever since, until I finally decided to publish it in its current form almost a year later. Please let us enjoy Angelina's beautiful voice and the wonders of nature without imposing any of our own thoughts, spiritual beliefs, or religious convictions upon her or anyone else. All right, those are interesting comments. Guitar played by Ivan Mendez. And there's some other stuff down below that I will. It's actually most of it is Angelina's websites and stuff like that. And it's about time I posted that again. I haven't done that on every video. It's just lazy, I guess. But yeah, let's go ahead and watch this. I may have seen it. I don't know. Well, maybe when we get in there a little farther, I'll be able to tell. So I'm going to put it on full screen. And now we're going to get started. Let's watch.
Oh Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the words thy hand have made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then I shall bow in humble adoration and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great sing my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Bye.
Bye, Angelina. Thank you so much for that, Angelina. Okay, we'll stop there where Angelina is on board and started singing. Yeah, this the first time I ever saw this video, I mean, it was just, first of all, how deep Angelina's singing was a surprise because she doesn't usually do that. Then to keep it up for the whole song was, I think, fairly impressive. And then the nature shots are just outstanding. And I know the original video that Angelina had up on Mosarz, or Grandma Mary put up on Mosarz channel is, it's basically all the same pictures. I think what they did here was they just edited it a little bit and made some of the shots a little closer up and some farther away. Cleared them up, cleaned them up perhaps a little bit. I don't really know. But, yeah, it's a beautiful video, no doubt. I mean, both the video and the audio with Angelina singing is just incredible. By that time I had seen a lot of Angelina videos, but I had never seen her do this. So, and then I recalled as I was watching it that Elvis had sung a version of it in a low key. And I don't know if I ever went back at that time to watch it or not, but I just think it's, you don't hear a lot of people singing this song, number one, and you don't hear them a lot singing that low, I don't think, the ones that do sing it. So, because it's got to be hard, especially for Angelina. Was probably no more than, this was posted, well, this was posted after, he said December of 2019, so Angelina would have been 13? Yeah. Yeah. She's 18 now, minus 5, 13. Duh. So anyway, she's no older than 13 when she sang this song. No telling when it was actually recorded. So actually, I know I got some really good detectives out there who are going to tell me, because I don't know whether they did this in a studio or whether it was recorded separately, but there was a period of time when Angelina worked with Ivan Mendez, and then I don't know if they ever got back together again after that or not, but somebody will be able to tell me all that. I can't keep it straight anymore. Too old. So, yeah, I use old as an excuse. I do. I use it all the time, okay, for various things, especially memory issues. So let us go ahead and move on to the next video. Angelina, thank you very much for that beautiful rendition of that song. And, you know, the other thing, too, he says it here in his comments, and he's right. What's he say? Please let us enjoy Angelina's beautiful voice and the wonders of nature without imposing any of our own thoughts, spiritual beliefs, or religious convictions upon her or anyone else. Those are some thoughtful comments, because when I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, the original time that I watched it, that it really is amazing. You know, how do you not at least wonder about all the stuff that is around us, the beauty of nature, the variety, the spectacle, the awesomeness of nature, even just, whether it be a small thing or a big thing. You know, a butterfly lighting on a flower and then taking off, you know, the Grand Canyon, the mountains, you know, the Rocky Mountains, you name it. You know, I was in my 30s before I went to Niagara Falls the first time, and I only live about an hour's drive away from Niagara Falls, hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, an hour. It depends on where you go as far as Niagara Falls. But if you go to the actual falls, about an hour, a little over an hour probably. And the first time I saw it, I was just in awe. The power, and the just the awesomeness of that whole thing. And the wonder of nature, right? And then you think, well, how did all this stuff get here? Then it comes down to your beliefs, what you believe, how you were raised, religion, all that kind of comes down to all that. So to have them when it's make that comment here, I think it's kind of when we start bringing that stuff in, it can be confusing. It can then become the topic, which in this case, I think the video is visually beautiful, and Angelina's voice is stunning and surprising and beautiful. So maybe it's best to try to leave all that stuff out. I don't know. If people are strong believers, they're never going to leave their belief out of anything. It's always going to be there, and it's always going to be a help in trying to, I don't know, how do you want to see, cope with some of the realities that we face that we don't really have good answers for. And I think that's both good and bad, I think, in a lot of ways. I think it's good mostly, but I also think that I like to try to keep an open mind and try to explore other realities, if you will, or other possible explanations. Just a matter of curiosity, I guess. I was raised a Roman Catholic, for those that don't know. But not long after I got to be an older teenager, I didn't go to church very much, once in a while. Mostly for things like weddings, funerals, baptisms, that kind of thing. Holidays, I might go for Christmas, Easter, that kind of thing. But over the years, I just got away from it altogether, and I became a skeptic. Of course, the Roman Catholic Church had its issues too for many years, and that left a certain bitterness with a certain group of fairly devout Roman Catholics. But they, it's always the same. When a human being touches things, it becomes tainted by our touch. We are imperfect. All of us. If you're a believer, you might believe that Jesus Christ and God are perfect. A lot of religions have God, or a type of God, a different name perhaps, and maybe a little bit different substance, but name for God. But the concept is similar. Some religions have multiple gods, and I don't find that implausible. It's a lot for one person to do. Maybe they need to split it up a little bit. Here, you take charge. You take charge of this. You take charge of that. I don't find that hard to fathom or believe. But I'm not here to discuss religion. I believe that I personally love to hear about and talk about that stuff with people that are interested in talking about it, because I'm curious about it. I guess a lot of that stuff to me is still a little bit unsettled in my mind. As much as I like certain things about this, that, or the other thing, there's always that few other things that it's like, do I expect perfection? No, I expect it to make some sense to me. That's all. That's not perfection by any means. It just has to make sense to me, at least to some degree. And then if it's stuff that I don't understand, then I can't make sense of it myself, so I might as well accept somebody else's explanation, right? So, anyway, that is a long talk about not a whole lot, I don't think. But appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next video. I'm going to go ahead and get this posted, and then I'm going to do an Elvis one. I haven't picked it yet. I kind of did pick it. It's an older one again. I guess what I think is fascinating is Angelina. Let's say Angelina is 13 in this video. I think she's probably pretty close to that. She can't be older than that. She could be 12. She looks to me to be 12 or 13, but I don't. I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly. She's pretty close to how she looked in America's Got Talent. But in any case, Elvis is younger in this one. I think it's in the 60s. So he probably was his early 20s. So that would put them about, oh, you know, a little bit more than 10 years apart, probably, age wise, at the time they sing these songs. So that to me is a little bit interesting. And no, take it back. It's a lot interesting. So let us move on. Elvis will be coming up shortly after this one, and then we'll do the. I'll probably go ahead and do another mashup. The mashups are getting mixed reviews, as they always do. And I'm not a good masher-upper. Kaleidoscope does a fantastic job. Big Angie fan does a nice job when he does them. He doesn't do a lot of them, but he does a good number. PA1189J, Phil does a great job with mashups. He does it a whole different way than everybody else, and I like the way he does it. Not that the other ones I don't like, it's just that I like the way he does it. For some reason, I just like his way. Makes a lot more sense to me as a carpenter. And there's others out there too, a lot of different people that do mashups, and I'm leaving a lot of people out, and I apologize for that. But, you know, I watch other reactors. I used to watch them, but that's all I used to do before I had a channel. And, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out there, really. Enjoy. So with that said, have a good day, good night, good morning, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.